shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. A little burst so far. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He tucks it and takes off. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Jets.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the gun, it's Hall. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
First play, and Young's going to pass. Stays in the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
$12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack. Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 48. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Young. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. So Hubbard departs with the injury. And filling in for him now will be Rico Dowdle. To the air yet again, Young. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the gun, Young finds the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive tall, and they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Fields out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Searching, and he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Sam Martin on the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Give to Hall on the draw. And big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Fields. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for another Jets.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's Hall running his own read. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Fields to throw it. They set up the screen here for Hall. He's hitting driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. He's running for it. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets go up 10-zip here in the first.
10. Panthers nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dowdle now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
34-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hubbard. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Young throwing here. Looking for a target. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now here comes the New York offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First and 10 now from the 30. Paul running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Field throwing here. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Fields looking to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Justin Fields on the scramble.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
From the pistol, it's Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Here's Young to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. Man, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw, Young. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
First down, Young. Rolling left, buying some time. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
13 yards. First down, Panthers.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Hubbard again. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 7.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. A pistol snap, Fields. That's caught, he finds Allen Lazard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Getting out to his left. He's running with it.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
44-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Coming right is Hall. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Fields on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And this Well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Another try following the sack. Setting up the running back screen. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for another Jets.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll go right side with Hall. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. All set up now for 1st and 10. Reynolds, the motion man left. From the gun, it's Hall. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Jukes one defender, and he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
Jets 17, Panthers 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Trevor Etienne to return this. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers and Xavier Lee gets with the football once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Here's a give to Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hubbard quick on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit them right in the mouth.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Handoff running right. Hubbard. This is ahead for about 5. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
This is down on 2nd down. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Young's going to sneak it. And they bring him down around the 34. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Sending the tight end in motion left. Over the middle, he's got McMillan. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And a Panther first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. shotgun. Young. Got deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. Takes out a one-stop. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Off play action, it's Fields. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
Fields on 3rd and 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the 48. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Fields out of the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Fields. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got 1st down from the 31. They run again with Hubbard. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Here's Young. He set up the screen. It's Hubbard. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Completed over the middle. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Young working from the gun. Connection made to Tremble. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dowdle now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going play action. Young. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Rush coming for Young. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Hubbard. Juking the defender. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
2nd and 8. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Complete to Tataroa McMillan. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards out to catch. That is a job well done.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's Hubbard again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, 3rd and goal. From the pistol, it's Young. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This from 28 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Wangu now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Fields. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
From the 28. Completed to Reynolds. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, Fields. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now Fields again. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Brought in inside the 20. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's good for another Jets. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
They go right back to Hall. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Touchdown, New York! The Jets now lead by 10. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They're in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 13.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense and Tedero and McMillan headed out there now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. Short pitch up to their own 31. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, now to Young. Steps up, and he's running with it. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Carolina.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Now they send their back in motion right. Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down, Panthers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends motioning right. Here's Dallas straight up the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Carolina.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st and goal, Hubbard. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
This time it's a passing play. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Dave Canales keeping his kicker on the sideline. He wants 2 here.
The Panthers will line
Young's
up
throwing for it. He has it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now.
Panthers 21.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. They certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Fields. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a pickup off 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st down throw for Fields. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down.
He was brought down.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Fields out of the gun. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Jets making a 9-point advantage. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Panthers 21.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dowdle now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Young working from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
He's keeping it again. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther 1st down.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on 1st down, Young. He calls his own number again. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock, sliding down with a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
I love that play.
Brings up 2nd
And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Young on the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This 42 yards from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Wangu now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive at home. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, though it does still bring up 3rd down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's Cox, hits Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Off the play fake, it's Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Another try following the sack. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
On the keeper, here's Fields. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. From the 25 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. Third down. Now it's Field. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Panthers dive on this one first.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now, following the turnover. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw, and that'll bring up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Now Young. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with third and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
On third down, it's Young. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
For a Jets. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields hits his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Avoid some trouble there. By a man, and now he's in the clear. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hall takes it straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Fields looking to throw. Oh, what a catch! Back in the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Did he? No, couldn't get the feet in. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man.
Aaron Glenn not happy with that call. He's going to get a second look at it. The challenge flag is out.
Is under review.
Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So even with that second look, the officials not seeing things Aaron Glenn's way. The call on the field is going to stand. A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This from 40 on the right hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Panthers and Tenero McMillan taking over once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Tremble with the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Shotgun give, never double. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Young working from the gun. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
And the Panther 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. From the pistol, it's Young. Right back to Leggett. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. Again, it's Young. We'll just huck this one into room C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air yet again, Young. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
We see this all the time. The #1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Gets everything he has under this throw. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His 2nd second scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
Panthers 31.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Coming right is Hall. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. They give on 2nd to Hall. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. They go right back to Hall. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Panthers and Xavier Lee gets with the football once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Panthers trail by a field goal. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. He could not afford to lose yards there.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Looking to throw it. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Here he is to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That was Teteroa McMillan he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Back to throw. Finding his man again. It's Leggett. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. And look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Setting up to pass. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he is to throw. athletes. They went for it, tried to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Dowdle now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers set to take the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Down, Panthers.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Man in motion here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give to Dowdle. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, Jets are in a dime set. 6 defensive backs out there. Young looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
They'll bring out the punter here. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next scorer wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. From the 27, Renfro on the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. The inside give to Dowler. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 46. That's taken in by Horn. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They bring their tight end left. Young to throw here on 3rd. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt team on the field. And this needs to be a good one. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one out with Hall. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Fields. Flush out now to his left. And we'll not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for a Jets.
So not with his arm, but with his legs that he enters the record book, partner. That's the most rushing yards in a game for a quarterback.
I know, Kate, you and I share this thought. On any given game day, we get a chance to see something never done before. History made. And this QB and his legs in particular got it done today.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Davis. Broke through the tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking. And that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.